This is the F1 podcast with Adam and Luke.
As we talk everything Formula One motor racing.
G'day and welcome to F1 Podcast, Australia's only dedicated Formula One podcast. It's official, we've done the science. And to the land of cowboys, burgers and guns.
Huck and Merc.
Yee-ho! Austin, Texas. I'd love to go. I've never been there. At the Circuit of Americas, the championship may well be over with Lewis Douche Canoe Hamilton now an insurmountable 67 points in the championship lead. But there is still so many spot fires, so many rumours to explore. The man who has all the gossip and a third-place trophy in the 2016 Tallahassee hot dog eating contest. You were robbed, by the way, just quietly. That Korean kid. You can't take the sausage out of the bun and eat them separately. You can't dunk the bun in the water. That's cheating.
It's not fair.
Anyway, the man to my right.
I'm taking it to court. There's a steward's inquiry. So hopefully...
It's at the Supreme Court level now. It's gone all the way in the USA.
The hot dog Supreme Court.
Yep. Yeah. And thankfully, you've got Kavanaugh on the bench now, and he's a big supporter of hot dogs being eaten at once, not being separated. Luke, how are you?
I'm very well, Adam.
That's good. This is a weird way to start.
That's good.
This is a weird way to start a podcast.
Don't care, but that's good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a triple stack podcast. This one, Luke.
We are on.
We are going to see this is what's happening today. We're going to catch up with Finn, world champion Kimi Räikkönen. We're going to catch up with him, see what he's up to. We're also going to have a chat with the unluckiest driver in the F1 lineup, the untalented Australasian Brendon Hartley.
He's talented.
Don't
be so hard.
Don't be silly, Luke. So very big names on this Aussie podcast, Australia's only a podcast. We are punching way above our weight here at F1 Podcast, getting the big names in. Now we need to preview the US Grand Prix. We've got some big stuff coming up. Let's firstly talk about the circuit. It is it's only been there for how long? How many races have we had in Texas?
First Grand Prix was 2012.
Quite recent.
Very recent.
Recent winners?
Recent winners are... I don't know who the recent winner was.
Lewis Hamilton, I think, won last year.
Probably did.
Sebastian Vettel, lap record
last
year. Still has a little... Okay.
56 laps of the COTA, or the Circuit of Americas track in Austin, Texas. A really good track. I really enjoy this track. Turn 1, 2, you can actually go side by side. I think any tracks where you can have multiple lines into a corner as they're uphill braking into turn 1. Turn 2 then has nice little S's down into turn 10. And then they've got 2 DRS zones on the main straight and the back straight between 11 and 12. Then some good, 90 degrees corners, some good long flowing corners between 16, 17 and 18. Good long right-hander where Max tried to cut the corner last year.
That's what he does.
And got a penalty for it. It's a great track. It's really, really well designed.
Is it conducive to a lot of overtaking?
Yes.
Now, we didn't expect to see as much overtaking as we did see in Japan. That was a smorgasbord. By the way, we commentated that highlights package just beautifully. So great.
Listening back, I cried a little.
It was painful. But you know who really enjoyed it? Your mum. Luke's mum.
She does. Those medications are working for her. Everything's great for her.
Everything's happy in
Luke's mum's. Rainbows and unicorns.
Yep, she loves it. Who are we expecting to be strong on this circuit? There's a couple of big straights.
Yeah, Mercedes have really upped their game.
It's hard to see anyone else.
Yeah.
And Ferrari, well, dropped the ball.
They're perennial ball droppers.
That's what they do. I mean, considering how much cash they have to spend.
Yeah.
Are they too Italian? Is that the problem?
I think they are.
Are they too passionate?
When you look at the Ferrari of the Schumacher era, there was a lot of people that Michael brought from Benetton, Ross Brawn, Rory Byrne, a lot of guys that they brought in that weren't all Italians.
And we love the Italians. Don't
Oh,
get us
I
wrong.
love Italians.
We love Italians.
I love their food. I
Food's
love their
beautiful.
passion. I
The
love
people
their
are lovely.
aggression. But they've dropped the ball. I think they know it. They understand it. But what are they going to do? Are they going to change? Will Maurizio Arrivabene still be there?
Kind of feel like they need some boring German people or English people to come in and just be boring and well organised. That's what they're missing.
It's that whole organisation thing.
The whole
Who
organisation.
needs that?
Never
in
be late for a
racing
meeting.
team?
Never be late.
Yep, they do miss James Allison there. I think he's a big key when he left Ferrari and went to Mercedes.
Yep.
He was the one that told Valtteri to move over.
That's right.
So we'll talk about this after.
Bloody well did. And as is tradition...
We'll talk about this after the podcast.
We're going to do that later. It's tradition here at F1 Podcast. We have to wear the native costumes of the featured race.
It's a must.
It's a must. We can't not do it because it's just something that gets us in the mood for racing. We like to dress up. Producer Pete, is busily over there.
In between
Whittling away.
he's sewing.
He's sewing and whittling. So we don't have any choice on the matter of what we wear. He basically just gives us a uniform. So today, being Texas, the USA, you are dressed as Elvis Presley.
Oh, baby, I'm all shook up.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Not bad.
That's pretty good. Me, not so great. I don't seem to get the best costumes. So I don't know why. That's because your flatmate is also the producer.
Yeah.
I'm dressed as Kanye West.
Can't believe you blackfaced for a podcast.
He made me do it. It's satire.
Is that mud?
It's satire, Luke. It's
Doesn't
fine if
smell
it's
like mud.
satire.
I thought you were going to be dressed as Dolly Parton just to stick with.
Why did I get Dolly Parton? I would have much rather Dolly
Yeah,
Parton.
I know you would have. That's the
Kanye's a
concern we have.
douchebag. He's a fucking
He's a
idiot.
lyrical genius.
Sorry.
according to him.
Just ask him.
According to him.
I can't believe that. Thanks a lot, Producer Pete. Next time, I want to have Dolly Parton boobs, please. Good Lord.
Can't believe you blackfaced. No need. It's a podcast. So there you are.
Can we be
Blackfaced
banned? Can this podcast be banned
No.
for blackfacing? It's I don't even know what to say anymore. Okay, let's move on.
Let's compose ourselves.
Compose. Okay, so F1 news.
F1 news.
Do you want to talk about the track more? About Texas?
No.
No. A lot of barbecue, a lot of ribs, expecting a lot of fatty foods.
Great racing. That's what I predict.
Okay. No, I'm expecting a good race as well.
Daniel
News.
Ricciardo,
Yep.
he said that his record with qualifying this year hasn't been great. No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, how many is he?
On average, his qualifying in dry conditions is 0.22 seconds behind Verstappen, your favourite driver, Max. I think he said that early on in the year when he said to Monaco, if this, that this has happened, this happiness will carry me through the year. Probably not the case. Maybe someone took him too literally. Maybe one of the gods that he should be praying to took him too literally. And he hasn't had much luck since. He said maybe Max has gotten a lot better, but I don't know. But I'm not done yet. He said last year wasn't happy with my qualifying. I thought at the start of the year I started to improve some things, but I haven't really gotten everything out of it. And he's finding that during qualifying, they're having issues like they had in Singapore, that all of a sudden he just wasn't doing the pace. He was on the pace for every session, and then when it came to Q3, he was down a fair bit.
Is that because they're putting all the shit parts in his car, Luke?
They're putting a little blocker under his accelerator. That's the thing. So the issue that they find the issue after qualifying, but you can't change the car then. It's too late. Qualifying's done.
Yeah.
So I think...
I think Red Bull's got it in for him.
I think Max is clearly a very, very quick driver, and Daniel hasn't found the optimum setup, which I think in the podcast I said with Russia that maybe because he said I'll just try and drive around the issues of the car, where I think it's just not. It hasn't worked, and I think they said previously he spent too much time trying to optimize the setup. I think he was realizing that they've lacked something on his side of the garage.
And the team has become Max's team now because Dan's not going to be there next year, so maybe they're tailor-making that car more to the liking of Max.
Maybe the engineering side of it was kind of designed towards Max's driving style. They do have two different driving styles, but Max has been really good this year when he hasn't had any issues. But Daniel's had a fair few problems.
Technical issues.
But I don't think, Red Bull are safe in third position now, so I don't think there's too much fuss. I think they just want the drivers to have fun. Christian Horner said after the race that he just wants Daniel to have one more win with the team, just to sort of, as a bit of a thank you, but always, he deserves it.
Because it might be a while before he has the sweet taste of that champagne again for Dan.
Out of that shoe.
Because Renault's not looking... they've certainly seemed to have stopped their progression. They've not looking as impressive at the time when Dan did make the announcement that he was going to move to Renault. Things were looking good, but I'm not sure if the development has deliberately been paused. They've hit the pause button there.
They're still bringing new parts, but I think that they're putting a lot of energy into next year's car and being able to accommodate the Honda engine. It's a big change for them.
Yeah, and that Honda engine does look pretty good.
More news. Van Dorn looks set to go to Formula E. What a great loss that will be.
What a shame.
I do like Van Dorn. He's had a tough run against... He's had some reliability issues at McLaren. He has come close on a few occasions this year to Fernando on qualifying, but Fernando's Fernando. It's going to be very hard to beat him. But I hope we see
him back? Van
Dorn back. Or I would like to see him in IndyCar. I would like to see him with Alonso at IndyCar. I'd like to see Ocon go to IndyCar because I think IndyCars are very competitive.
Looks like we're going to lose both Ocon and Van Dorn for 2019, but you would expect Ocon to be returning pretty soon. I can't imagine him being out more than a year because Mercedes, being a Mercedes contractor driver, they'll pop him back in a nice seat probably in 2020.
Maybe.
But Van Dorn, on the other hand, maybe not. Doesn't have that support.
I don't know what he's... I don't think he's got the money behind him to buy himself a seat, and it's just so chockers that everyone's trying to get into F1 or stay in F1 that, people like himself, like he was very dominant in GP2 when he was racing, and Ocon will be missing out on a seat.
It's pretty cutthroat when you think that Kvyat can come back, 3 times, and Van Dorn has one bad season and he's gone. But then again, there's a precedence there, so maybe Van Dorn can come back.
But when you have, Van Dorn missing out and you have Stroll in a car, it's kind of frustrating. Ocon misses out for, a pay driver from Williams.
That's the money side of Formula One, which isn't great.
It's always the case, and even Juan Montoya was talking about it in a podcast recently. He was mentioning that some karting teams are running $200,000 teams in karting. Like before, maybe Formula 3000, you'd be running $200,000 team. Even for lesser categories, Formula 3, you might be running that kind of money, but not for karting. That's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Cut your house in half. There goes 1 year of racing in a karting team.
So already in the karting phase, you've got paid drivers.
You got people with a lot of money.
Yeah.
You got fast kids, rich kids.
Yeah.
Like Lance Stroll, who daddy bought him a team.
Yeah. You just hope that doesn't buy you a championship. You just hope that...
Well, if you win a championship, you still have to beat your teammate.
But then again, like we've discussed before, you could put, if you were Lance Stroll's dad, you could put someone rubbish in the other seat in the best car and Stroll wins a championship. That's possible.
It's very possible. But I think as we know, there's a massive gap between the top 3, the top 2, then Red Bull, and the rest. But, Red Bull managed to do a really good job in Japan. But there's, Force Indy, they just don't seem to have that next step. Renault might take a couple of years before they're up to that level. So yeah, that's all the news from me.
Very nice. Let's get our tips in for the US.
Always about getting your tip in, isn't it?
GP, because I am currently leading.
Are you going to go Mercedes?
I'm going to go safe because I'm leading by 8 with only 5 races to go, Luke. So I don't feel the need to get all crazy. Let's just go the usual suspects. I will go Hamilton.
Yep.
Who are you going for there?
I'm going to go Hamilton. I don't want to lose points there.
Let's go Vettel. This is going to be really boring on my tips.
Vettel. Yes.
Max.
Red Bull?
I'm going to go Max. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to.
I'm going to go Max for quali.
Yep.
Daniel for race. Renault.
Hulkenberg.
The Hulk. Hulk's had some couple of bad races.
He has, isn't he?
Oh, I might go with Signs.
He needs to.
Haas.
I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for Magnussen.
Magnussen?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go Magnussen. McLaren.
I think you know what It's not Van Dorn.
Really?
No.
I'm surprised. Williams.
Stroll.
Stroll?
Mm.
I'm going to go Sergey.
You have to.
I really do.
You do. You got no choice.
I really, really do. Come on, Sorokin. Go, you good thing. Toro Rosso.
Gasman. Go Hartley. Come on.
I'm going Gasly.
Yeah. All right. Nice.
Yeah, all right.
All
No.
right.
Sauber.
Sauber. Let's go Leclerc. Leclerc. Go on, do it.
I'm going for Leclerc.
We're going to see the stay-at-home Viking covered in Doritos.
No. Force India.
Gee, hasn't he been quiet? Ericsson's been super quiet the last...
He ran into the back of his teammate.
That's probably
at
why.
The chicane. I think he got some Doritos under his brake pedal.
Yeah.
Just
There's no way he's coming back to Formula One.
He will be the third driver for Sauber.
Which is a
next
shame
year.
because we have a substantial, strong following of Swedish listeners on F1 Podcast. And a big shout out to all of our friends in Sweden. Velkeholmen? Is that? No? Shit. Close. I'm so sorry. But their English is fantastic, so.
I think thank you is tak in Swedish. I don't know.
Really nice people.
It is in Norway. I've been in Norway.
And they're so much friendlier than Germans.
Yeah. And they're all beautiful looking. Men and women.
Really?
Yeah. You won't find an ugly Swede.
Are they all blonde? No.
I don't know.
No.
But
Lovely.
they're all immaculate looking
Have you been
human
to Sweden?
beings. No.
No.
I've been to Norway.
Okay. Similar.
They're just next door.
Yeah.
They're neighbours.
Force
India, last one. Ocon, Perez.
Let's go Ocon, please.
You're going to Ocon. I will also go.
Beautiful. Let's see how you go. Let's see if you can peg me back in the tipping. You know what it's time for now, Luke. We need to talk to, and this is the new segment, Finding a Job with Brendon. When we chat to the unluckiest driver on the grid with the horrible accent, the Kiwi kids, Brendon Hartley.
I don't think his accent is horrible.
No.
It's just a Kiwi accent.
It's just a Kiwi accent, which is generally horrible to listen to. So we're going to just have a look at what he's up to. He, in Japan, I think he was he cleaning the toilets?
No, he was redundant because there was too many. Yeah, they got bidets over there.
That's right.
They got automated toilets, automated everything.
The toilets with the little the water squirter thing.
We should have pitched the idea of soiling underwear for a living, but
he could fill up those vending
unfortunately,
machines.
you filled all the vending machines up anyway.
I did with my own sorted underpant. Let's find out what Brendon's doing at the moment and see if he's got a job. Hopefully he's going to be doing something at the Texas Grand Prix. So let's check in with the Centrelink, the employment agency. Hi, Brendon.
Oh, g'day.
How you going?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
How did you go with the Japanese Grand Prix?
Oh, I did a really good job. I outqualified my teammate.
Well
and
done.
I raced pretty hard. Got a really good start, but I dropped back a little bit. I just don't think the Honda engine was really up to it. I think we put on a good show. I finished in 13th, so pretty happy with that. Unlucky for some, not for me. I felt pretty confident just out qualifying Gasly. And I don't think I need to find a job again. I think I'm going to get the Toro Rosso gig next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you did qualify very well.
I know,
Didn't you?
One race. I
6.
think that's gonna. I've signed a bunch of stuff
Really?
over the weekend. I don't know if any of them are contracts. I just signed away ridiculously, seeing if it would work.
Yep. And hopefully one of them's a contract.
Hopefully.
Wow.
I saw something that said Toro Rosso. I thought it was a contract, so I signed it straight away.
Nice.
But I do have a contract for next year, but I think it's performance-based.
Oh, dear. That doesn't sound good for you.
Oh, no, it's all right. It's, after last weekend, I look at my qualifying.
Yeah, fantastic
I
qualifying.
did really, really well.
That's great.
But, we'll see. We'll see how I go this weekend.
Good
Texas.
luck. So, well, why don't we set you up for a little job, just in case?
Oh, I'm pretty confident. I was like 200th of a second quicker.
Oh, that's impressive, Brendon.
That's that quick.
That's really quick. We're going to just make sure that, just in case.
I don't feel you're not believing me on this.
No, of course not, Brendon. Just that your past track record isn't great. So what we might do is just set you up with another job so that if you do crash out early in the race in Austin, Texas, you've got something else to do.
So what kind of job have you got me for?
Well, unlike Japan, where the Japanese toilets, public toilets, are all automated with a little squirty self-cleaning.
This isn't another shitter job, is it?
Oh, look, Brendon, it's not. It's a different shitter job. It's in Austin, Texas. And trust me,
that makes sense.
it's a lot more hands-on in those portaloos at Austin, Texas. Big people, big meals, lots of meat, lots of mess. So what we'll do...
I don't think I can do that.
Oh, Brendon,
I've got
look
little
at me.
hands.
Brendon, stop. Come here. Stop it.
Why do you keep hitting me?
Because
really
just get a grip, Brendon. It's going to be fine. I want you to double up on gloves and double splashback glasses. You'll be fine.
I'm going to wear my helmet.
Yes, Brendon, that's a good idea. In fact, wear your fire retardant suit. Just come in your Toro Rosso outfit and we'll go straight to the shitters and clean it up.
All right.
All right?
All right.
All right.
If this doesn't work out, though, I'm going to drive for Toro Rosso.
I don't know what could be worse. They're pretty even. And that was Finding a Job with Brendon. Got to say, that was one of their strongest performances yet.
Yeah,
That was pretty good.
Yeah, you sounded confident. I thought that man's going to go, no, I'm not going to clean any more shitters. I am just going to win races.
Yep, focused.
That's how confident he was.
Very, very focused. It's always good to chat to him, isn't it? Brendon Hartley, what a great driver. So anything else you'd like to add before we head up to Kimi Räikkönen? We're going to catch up with Kimi Räikkönen, the World Championship winner of, was it 2010 that he won?
2007.
I'm way off. Way off.
Championship.
Yep.
Will he win a race this year?
Kimi?
I don't think so.
Will Bottas win a race? The two
He'll
wingmen.
probably hand it to him. The Finnish wingman.
Who's more likely to win out of those two? Neither one. Neither one can overtake.
Nah, I reckon Bottas will be let through at some point.
As a thank you for all your
Here
support.
you go, have a race.
Enjoy.
I wouldn't let it pass. If I was Bottas, I'm like, no, I want to win on merit. I'm not going to take a win.
You would say no?
Well, no. I would say no. I would sit behind and go, no. I don't care if you drive so slowly or come to a stop. If someone else comes and wins the race, I don't give a shit.
No.
But I want to, because I earned that previous race. You took it from me. I'm not going to, it's going to be a hollow victory. What's the fun in that? Yeah.
You don't.
I don't accept charity.
No, you don't.
No.
You're a racer. Born and bred.
Well, bred,
Bred,
not born.
not so much. No.
Born into
Yeah.
a different life.
Mm.
And then
If only you had...
found F1 later. I was at 15, 16 when I found it.
Imagine where you would be right now if you had the financial backing of a Lance Stroll. If
Oh.
your last name was Stroll, Luke.
I would have just retired from F1 and now I'll be racing supercars in Australia.
Yep, you would be.
But I don't have a very rich father or mother or stepfather, father.
But you know what, Luke? You're rich to us. And this podcast wouldn't be the same without you.
Yeah, Don't believe you for a second.
Good point. So, we should check with Kimi Räikkönen.
Let's check in
Let's
with
see
Kimi.
what he's doing. Because we're a little porthole here. We've got a little black hole which opens up. And we can...
I love the hand expression.
I don't know
you're
why I'm doing that with my hands.
Everyone can see that at home, can't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pointless. We're going to check out what he's doing right now and see where he is. At home with Kimi. It's late. It's like 12:30. I'm tired. I'm sorry.
It is.
So let's check out
What Kimi's doing.
Bwah! 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 Okay, I love this TV show. Gonna get comfy. That was a shit race in Japan, really shit. So, I'm gonna put my favorite TV show on. Gonna get some pickled fish heads. Where's my pickled fish heads? Here we go. Lovely. I'm also gonna have some pickled onions. Where are my pickled onions? Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay, put on the TV. Let's go. Here we go. The Bachelor. That's right. Who's he gonna pick? So many girls. So many girls. Here's a blonde one, a dark hair one. Oh, no, don't pick her. She's fat. No. No, I don't like her. She's too hairy. No, you idiot. Don't pick that one. You idiot. I hate this show. I'm going to have another pickled fish head. That's better. I guess I just have a wank. Might just have a wank. And that was... At home with Kimi.
I'm so glad that portal shut off.
That was horrible.
Just as Kimi was getting intimate with himself.
That was horrible. It's good.
I wasn't expecting that. I don't know if anyone masturbates while watching Bachelor.
Oh, dearie me. Well,
He's such a loose cannon.
he is just a madman, isn't he? Kimi
He
Räikkönen.
really loves those pickled fish heads. Maybe we should bring some down to Melbourne.
We should take some down when we get our paddock passes for Melbourne GP. Yeah. We've already got the paddock passes. Just take a jar of pickled fish heads. Imagine his little face lighting up.
And some tiny vodka bottles.
Yeah, go. Can we get a word, Kimi? Can we get a word? No. Got fish heads.
What?
Whoa. Okay. Ask me any question you want.
Good times.
Good times and rock and roll. Anything else you'd like to add, Luke?
No.
No. All right. Well done for lasting the entire podcast as Elvis Presley. And me as Kanye West in my Kanye West outfit.
I hope by the next podcast you've actually washed your face.
Yep.
Because once this podcast is over, it's unacceptable.
Yeah, it's not a thing that you do.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Before we go, big thanks to you, Mrs. Luke, your mum.
Thanks, Mum.
Luke. Thanks, Mrs. Luke. What a spread. Look at this. What do we have here?
Ribs, steak. It's all meat.
American treats.
A lot of the meat stuffed with other meat.
Your mum is the best cook.
She went hunting.
Did she?
Yep. She shot that moose.
She shot the moose?
Yep. I used the antlers as a back scratcher.
Did she need to leave the whole animal just lying on the table, though?
Yeah, I think it's more of like it's a decoration.
It's a decorative ornament for the table. It's
called moose jerky. Dried and salted.
I can't wait to bite into it. It looks delicious. I'm going to be honest with you.
Dig in.
Cheesecake? Is that cheesecake?
No.
No.
It's meat.
That's just meat. Yellow meat.
It's a meat cheesecake.
It's meat-flavoured cheesecake. Oh, Mrs. Luke. Well, while we get into this, producer Pete might enjoy some of this as well. He loves a bit of meat cheesecake.
He loves the meat.
We're going to get out. We're going to get out of here. The next race is Austin, Texas, at the Circuit of Americas. Meet you back here for the wrap up, Luke.
Meet you back here.
Good. See you later.
Bye now.